Okay, I'm coming. It's going to be another crazy one. I first say hi, everybody. Welcome to WCI Network. Welcome back, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe if you like what you hear and you want to come on back, because I will be trying to set times when I'm going to go on. It seems as if it works a lot better for everybody. Oh, congratulations, Mary Hammond. Is she in here for a new membership? Yay! Excellent. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Love it. Hi, guys. Well, this one is for everybody. All my subscribers. When I do, I'm going to clarify the membership corner. When I do membership only videos, that's part of the perk. That's part of, that is what the membership gives you, and it's calm, it's wonderful. I'm able to interact and put questions up and really listen. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Thank you. Thank you. I should put up. It's the members, that's the perk, because I think that's a really good perk, because I really don't get a lot of opportunity to go back and forth with you guys and let you know that I listen, and I opened up emails and yeah. So that's what it is. I am going to go over the most important details that I did discuss yesterday, plus some really good new stuff. The first thing I want to play before my PDF is the voice of Don Wells. I played this yesterday, and it's needed. It's really needed to... Oh, thank you, Heavenly and Angel Talk. Thank you. It's really interesting to hear his voice, because he tells the truth and he tells the purpose of why and what he's doing. The second one is going to be one that I had, and I found it was 30 days after Summer Moon Wells went missing. I interviewed on audio one of the men who take care of the real estate over there and do and close on real estate transactions, and has worked with the family a few times. And then the other one I just finished and hung up with Claudia Trent. Claudia Trent, good friends with the Wells. She said some things I probably shouldn't have corrected and just let her go through. I asked her about the deed of the land. Yep, she was given the deed. So there's a lot I have that I want to share with you that has never been heard before. Wait till you hear what she has to say and where she was and when she sees the kids. It really wasn't something I expected. She's the lady that has living areas either in Utah or in Tennessee, kind of back and forth with Don. But you'll hear what she has to say when I get to that one. It's amazing. Okay. The first audio. Listen to what Don's saying, and he's telling the truth. And to me, this is what all of the Summerwell's missing children have sacrificed to his words.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. But unfortunately, we're in the last days, according to Revelation. That's right. I mean, we're very close to the last days, and so the world's just going to keep getting more evil and more evil and more hate compiled. And but I found a really interesting scripture thanks to that Seventh-day Adventist online. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Absolutely.
It's pretty small. Cool, I appreciate that. And this is Isaiah 66, verse 22, or whatever it is, 22, but it is talking about, when God builds the new heavens and the new earth, it says, as the new heavens and the new earth that I make will endure before me, declares the Lord, so will your name and descendants. Okay? So your name and your kids will endure forever, your descendants. Sorry, I'm wearing my sister's glasses. I know I look like an idiot, but so I thought that was really cool. So your name and descendants will endure, forever if we keep the commandments. So we make it. We'll have a new heaven, new earth. We'll all be rebuilt. We'll rebuild this entire world. We'll build mansions, and all that. And from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another. So the Sabbath will be celebrated forever. It has always been celebrated, and it always will be forever. Okay? And from one Sabbath to another, all mankind will come and bow down before me, and will love to bow down to him, says the Lord. And they will go out and look on the dead bodies of those who rebelled against the God. Okay? The worms that eat them will not die. The fire that burns them will not be quenched, and they will be loathsome to all mankind. So I thought that was really cool to know that if we keep the commandments, that our name and our descendants will go forever. So that tells me that I will be able to be with my kids on this new earth that we'll rebuild, the new heavens and new earth. That's one heck of a promise from God right there. Yeah, so no matter what happens in this sinful world, even if we're killed or whatever, we're in the future, not too far off, we'll be able to be with our kids and our family and all our loved ones. That's pretty awesome. That made me really feel good when I stumbled on that today.
Seriously, full-heartedly, completely believe that it was for the best, whatever happened. Like it was. So what you're going to hear in between, this was one of my channeling. This was also, I don't know, months back, and I did a channeling live, and things were just coming out, and this was like a month in, right? Listen to the words of my channeling, and know that now we're like 11 months further in. It's all the same. That they did no wrong. One of my readings if you watched it, I spit out big shit. One more time, there's bears, and we know all this. You know all this. You live there. You are really looking like a fool. Seriously, you're going back to the train. When I heard it this morning, I was like, I have to go on and tell my truth. Okay? And my other truth was that she's with 7 other kids. She's one of 7. Okay? Summer is the chosen one. Summer is the chosen one. She's the one that we're all paying attention to. She's it. I've said this before. She will be going down in history. She will be the front of my book. All these other kids gone. I can't even find them on Google. Okay, and they're not being talked about. You guys, wake up and smell the, I wouldn't say smell the coffee because I love coffee. Wake up and smell the blood. Wake up and smell the blood being shed. So I'm going to show you something now. So that was months back. I didn't know I said big shed at that time that's why I listened back to my own videos, because there many things come through that I don't even know I said. And that video was so crystal clear that I looked like I didn't even, you could see in my face, I didn't even know I said it. It's like I stopped and then looked at the camera. I'm like, big shed. And I just continued. Someone else brought it to my attention and I played back my video. So all of this is really important information. And it's so cool I still have it. But if you look at the photos that I peeled apart, the car, which is all, smoke and mirrors, it's just a fake car. She was never in that car. What she is laying on, and I see it, is actually reflecting just like a mirror. So I saw that her body is laying, to me it looks like a table, and that's where she's has her arm down, and I believe that she has an IV in her arm. Very much so. But it's reflective, and that is why the photo that I ripped apart reflects the people, reflected the people in the room. As if, see how my glasses are reflecting? You can see so much of the room. It's the same thing. So we both definitely do see the mirror.
A really interesting scripture, thanks to that Seventh-day Adventist online. You mind if I share it with you?
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to see. It's pretty small.
But I feel as if Summer is being treated as if she is the answer to what they're looking for. So I feel as if they won't be able to keep, that they would be able to see where she is and almost like visit it or pray over it, because I feel as if Don thinks that she is his wife, like he wants to meet her again someday and be with her, seriously be with her. So that's why I don't believe that she would be so far away from him. I don't think that he would be able to handle her being so far away from him. It's I think she's close by, but I don't know where. The cops here at All Searchers could check out. I have sent all of this to you guys. I have sent everything to the FBI.
That if we keep the commandments, that our name and our descendants will go forever. So that tells me that I will be able to be with my kids on this new earth that we'll rebuild, and a new heavens and a new earth. That's one heck of a promise from God right there. So no matter what happens in the sinful world, even if we're killed or whatever, in the future, not too far off. So did you hear what he said? If you were to be killed, whatever. Anytime he uses the word whatever, it's either it's nervous or he's trying to use some other words and he can't get a word. But if you really listen carefully to what he's saying, he's telling us exactly what he did with Summer. We'll be able to be with our kids and our family and all our loved ones. That's pretty awesome. Very interesting, but I still do see white brick, and I still do see a man and a woman, the woman with black hair. I see a man, it came up that a lazy eye. There's someone with a lazy eye.
that's involved. Doesn't speak very well, very southern. Someone with a lazy eye that was at a motel, and it's someone to watch for with a lazy eye. I don't know. He's got the short hair, red or blonde or brown, but he has a lazy eye. That showed clearly. And
she was up there, and she heard the screams. Her and her daughter heard the screams.
So it makes sense that she was somewhere between your house and her house at that point.
Yeah, down on Van Hill Road. Yes.
Yeah.
It's part of. This is part of their. This is what they do. This is what they're really good at, because you're dealing with people that are from prison, or you're dealing with crazy people, and they think crazy, so they're making you crazy. They're making our minds crazy, and they know, because that's what our minds do. Their minds are going to go to places like this, and they're going to confuse us, because they're very good at it.
The scream that the neighbor heard, if she knew if it was a child or...
She said it was a really weird scream.
He immediately jumps in on this one. And while you're listening to what he's saying, I could see him in my third eye, hearing the scream in a distance, hearing it in a distance, just like he's going to tell you. Listen to his words and point back a little. They're going to go to places like this, and they're going to confuse us, because they're very good at it.
The scream that the neighbor heard, if she knew if it was a child or...
She said it was a really weird scream, like it still haunts her. I can't imagine, but I'd say, from what I understand, like maybe her mouth was covered, and she probably couldn't breathe, and she probably was able to get out a scream or something like that, in terror kind of scream. And so yeah, that's horrible. She can scream loud. I mean, that little girl can scream. Maybe her mouth was covered, and she probably couldn't breathe, and she probably was able to get out a scream or something like that, in terror.
I actually took a poll last night, and I was asked this. Here's a question. Was Don, how about just did Don hear the scream? Let's take a poll. But I'm not saying, I think he heard it, but I think he didn't see it. I think he heard it, but didn't see it.
Kind of scream. And so, yeah, that's horrible. She can scream loud. I mean, because that little girl can scream. I've just been,
This is where he goes into inward. I watched this video. This was from Voices Behind the Wall, and he was a mess. He was a mess. And right after he talks about the scream, his mouth's real dry, and he sort of puts his head down and talks to himself and saying, yeah, it's horrible. Listen to his words and how he is in his head. If he wasn't in his head thinking about that memory, what he's doing, he wouldn't have said what he just said. Watch.
maybe her mouth was covered and she probably couldn't breathe, and she probably was able to get out a scream or something like that in terror kind of scream. And so, yeah, that's horrible. She can scream loud. I mean, because that little girl can scream. I've just been,
Leslie E.
I've been really devastated.
See, he didn't even pay attention that he was going to bring in this Leslie E. He is still in his head. And he answers out loud what he is envisioning, you guys. I see it. That's what I do. That's what my clairvoyance is within people. That's why I always laugh when I watch Benny. I couldn't even watch him. I can't watch him anymore. Because I know he does sick shit, but I don't know. I just laugh with him. It's really weird, but and with Don here, listen, close your eyes, you guys, when you're listening. And in order for him to answer this way, he must have gone back to something he saw, is what I'm saying. Watch.
I've just been,
Wait, let me go back a little more.
or something like that in terror kind of scream. And so, yeah, that's horrible. She can scream loud. I mean, because that little girl can scream. I've just been,
Leslie E.
I've been really devastated. I've just been,
Leslie E.
I've been really devastated.
If you could look at it through knowing that it's confusion, and just really kind of listen to your gut feeling, because we all have it, you'd see it. You'd see it. You'd see what's going on. That I've never felt so sick to my stomach, and it's hard to stay focused, and I don't know if it's because I don't want to see the temperature because it's going to make us sick to our stomach. You know, feels if Don thinks that she is his wife, like he wants to meet her again someday and be with her, seriously be with her. So that's why I don't believe that she would be so far away from him. I don't think that he would be able to handle her being so far away from him. You know, it's I think she's close by, but I don't know where. Okay, now I have a PDF, but I think at this point, there's this one. I have a phone call on tape as well that I pulled up. So I have a phone call. This was the phone call that I have with the realtor that works and sells the Ben Hill Road properties. I have that phone call, and then I have the one that took place today, the Claudia Kent. So before I do that, I am going to put this PDF in here, and we are going to get started with this. Wait, where is my third? Wait, it's okay. So WCIA network, everything we do and say here falls under the Copyright Act, the Section 107 Copyright Act of 1976. This is 27 pages. Yes. And everything that I present, discuss, show you names, show you faces, whatever it is, it's not about the person in their adulthood person that I'm showing you. It's all about finding the missing children. It's all about finding the missing children. And that's it. It's super easy. It's super clear. I'm not here to pass judgment on anyone. I'm not here to get into conversation about anyone. Right? Hi, everybody. I will go through a few pages and then I will stop to go through my next audio. Let me get this out of here. So, this is Arden Peppian. This family is from Blackfeet reservation area in Montana. They're super close to the border of Canada, and major amounts of water flow through their area. This little girl went missing last year, April 22nd. I showed you some information about her, and I also showed how I got to her. But I have found a lot more information that really matches up with my elements. It's real important to remember that I'm not pointing fingers at the parents. I'm not pointing fingers to anyone in these pictures. I am showing you elements that match the Summerwell's missing children. I'm showing you information that fits into the theory of what I've been discussing. It fits into, It fits into, wait, hold on. Has anyone heard or seen from Candace on social media? No. But the lady that I talked to today is friends with her. So hang on to your shorts. I think she gave me information that I don't even think the TBI have. I don't know if she thinks she messed up. So the information I'm going to show you to get back is specifically to find these kids. And I'm not saying that this Blackfoot reservation area is of guilt. I've gotten in contact. They've gotten back to me. I'm going to call her on the phone today, and I'm going to get approval. I need to get the approval from their Homeland Security there to write a letter to give to Salt Lake, Utah Police Department so they could come with me. Because I don't go into an area like this by myself, right? You have to be a dumbass. Really, where the 12-year-olds are running around with guns. There's huge bear. Let me tell you, this is where you don't go outside. And this is just an area that I think that Summerwell's visited. Because when you see all the bears and this and that, that's all Don talked about were the bears. They don't have bears in their backyard. They may have rats. So the first photo that I saw was this of the cross. And the most important part of this photo, let me get it out. Hold on. Okay. Copy. Okay. The cross there has This was a photo from, I don't know if it was the parents' profile photo or their parents' friend. I think it's the parents' friend. You see the green little face all the way in the back, and you also see the maroon boxes. There's a lot of information in that photo when you zoom in. What's important to notice is that green face that we see right there. It's a little pixelated for you guys, but that's what it is. That is a permanent element that I have in my list as one of the top five. Because everything that is done within the sacrificial whatever part of what they're doing outside, they have this green face hanging off of something. Hanging off of something. So this girl shows it super clearly as her profile photo on Facebook. It's a hard thing to understand, but this is why I got zoomed into them. There are a lot of different photos from this little girl's families and friends that pretty much line up with elements that I found in the Rosemary Bly case. The sand with the claw prints, just like that in the left-hand side. And then when you get closer, you have this little A that sticks out with one of those wires right at the end. It's right at the end. This makes sense. This makes sense. If you look, wait, let me open this up. It's very interesting. It's cut off at the end. Okay, so if you look at the left-hand side, they're going down and being pulled up. And if you look at the right-hand side, you could see all the way in the back of him. It goes, they're being pulled up, and that goes down. And the maroon little box with those things on it, those are the same maroon boxes that are the elements that I stick to. They're the elements. And there's always a bush and a tree and whatever going on. Here it is. Here's the light. And it has the green little face. This situation you see in front of you, we have seen, I don't know, I would just, for example, we saw this by the tunnel. The really scary tunnel in Tennessee. They show just like this scene, but they show it above the tunnel. So that's what I'm saying about you don't point fingers and no one's guilty till they're guilty. Could be superimposed. It could be deep faked. But this is the closest that I come to something that is real and not deep faked. And I believe that I am being told right now that this is the location. If I'm saying that because I'm being told that this is, I can't help but say that. That's why I have the disclaimer, because that doesn't mean that they're guilty or not guilty. That just comes out. It's not based on any kind of solid evidence. This is her profile photo. Okay, so this goes a little deeper into the tunnel. They're always connected to a tree. You all see that? Like they're consistently connected to a branch in a tree. I am telling you, I know when Summer Moon tells me in the leaves, in the leaves, in the leaves, and then we ask if we could find her in the leaves, and the answer is no, because we're not going to find her in the leaves. They put them down there as part of the leaves. See, that came out. I don't. That's how spirit works, you guys. So I just said, they put them down there as part of the leaves. So they are put, that came out, you guys. Like, so when I listen back to myself, that came out, that just came out. I have to think for a second. So what they're just told me is that they are in the leaves is part of the leaves. Part of the leaves. They're not they're not in the leaves. That's what she is that's what the Summerwell's missing children right this very moment are correcting me on. They want me to clearly say they're the leaves. They're the leaves. They're in with the leaves. They're with the leaves. They're that's what they are. They're not in the leaves. She doesn't like how I'm saying that. I must be saying it wrong, but one day we will know. So this guy is being pulled up the tunnel, and he is definitely connected to that big branch and to the rope. One is maroon and one is a regular rope. You see, he is coming out of a massive sewer tunnel. These are the tunnels that they have underground that get you from railroad to railroad. Like, this is underground wells. I believe this to be true. Closer look at what's going on as they're lifting up. You see our elements down there. And let me tell you something. A lot of the elements in here are ones that you probably are not even noticing. The whiteness on those, the whiteness of the sticks is very, very important to this process. And that's the maroon box. And this person is coming up and out. Up and out. This is a look straight down as they just pulled something up. And if you look at what that something is, it looks to me as it's one of those boxes with the 5 on the front. So I can't ignore the fact that these people on their Facebook do have the elements I have been showing for months. But I certainly cannot say that they're guilty of this. I'm asking to be invited so I can see the inside of this particular thing. Like, I want to go see the river that I'm saying that we have sticks. I would like to go look at it, right? That's what I'm saying. It would help missing children. That's the 5. And they're being pulled, and it makes a lot of sense, you guys. Makes a lot of sense, and it stays within everything I've been talking about. And then they're putting flowers in the water. His shirt, that's for Arden. Searching for our baby Arden. So the information I'm going to show you next, they pull this stuff out of the water and then they put these flowers in the water. So I would put down, I'm going to make a board soon in this room. I'm going to want to put down my solid nuggets, and one for sure is they're using the river system. They're using the sewer system where the water flows like dirty water, not clean water, dirty water. And they're using, it's the way that everything flows, because I remember listening to one of Tina's videos, and they're making and doing these fiery things, and he's like, all they got to do is flow east. I think that's what he said. It's an easy flow east. That's and he kept saying that. I'm like, they need, and that's like how, that is what they did with summer. Like they stood over the water, and like I could tell that Candace was envisioning and seeing these branches and these trees floating away, which represents summer. She also gave it away in her head. Now, mind you, I'm a clairvoyant, so I see it. But if you really, and you guys are born with it, if you guys really paid attention, you could just look at someone and be like, yeah, I get where you're going. So they're these sticks, and the logs all are wrapped with this stuff, whatever that is. Whatever that is. And it's flowing with the current, somehow winding down here, ending up here, right? And they're right by Vancouver, Canada border. It's a closer look at what is in there. So if you can think in your head with an open mind, knowing that I have been showing this since day one, little sticks with hearts, twigs with hearts, and everything is white. Everything is white, and they're wrapping these things around. They're like white mesh or white. They're making it. They're whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter. This all is coming. This to me is the end game. Like this is where they're floating to. They're floating. I'm confident on that. It's coming through, but I'm putting it out there. Done. Boom. They're using the rivers to flow down the river, and it needs to get to where everyone's involved, and it's not being stopped because they found a way, because these are like little things that they cherish, and it's going to be better for the universe, and whatever. These guys are pulling it out of the water. Look at a closer pic at, wait, let me show you a closer pic of what you're looking at here. This here, wait. Okay, let me grab this. I want to show you how these are all white, and they have the little hearts at the end. This takes, you guys, this takes a lot of work. They put the kids to work. They put adults to work. This is a process that they all work together to create this. And one of them is killing the kids, selling them. Maybe they do sex trafficking. They do before they do this. They sell them for whatever it is. But at the end of the day, this is what happens. They become part of this process. So here's what's in the middle there, a little closer. You see the heart, and this is traveling. This is traveling. And this takes farms, and this is all about nourishing land. And this takes people that work with the water and the dams, and I've that one photo that I still have of the father and son like doing something at the dam. I'm like, they're doing something. And they're taking these white, and they're planting them. They're planting them is what they're doing. And this would never be stopped. And it's like, and I know what it looks like. I know how someone feels when I look at them and I tell them the kids are being wrapped and this shit and blah, blah, blah. I've seen it for 11 months. They looked at me like, maybe you need a mental health check. And I'm like, maybe you do, because you are the authorities and you need to open up your heads. Because this is what's happening. They're replenishing the world for the resurrection, for the new world. And for some reason, they think that this is going to plant into the world and make it a better place. I don't really care, because they're using the lives of our children whose voices can't be heard, and they have no choice. They have no choice. Here's another picture. This is one of the large pieces of tree that I say has one of the skulls on them, right? I'm definitely not far off, because you see it right here. Here's the branch. Here is that tree coming down the river. This is exactly how Summer Moon Wells floated away. There's the big heart. There's more following behind it. And that's the tree trunk with some head sticking out. Obviously, it's burnt or whatever, but this is the end of the rope, is how I see it. I might be completely wrong, but to me, this is them getting to the end of their journey. This is where they get picked up and replenished, and this tribal area may be the perfect grounds for it. This is by Yellowstone. It's between the U.S. and Canada, Toronto. No, Alberta, I think. That's what it was. And for some reason, these are the parts that go down the river. And you could see that the tree here, you could almost see the tree bark, and the tree Summer is right. They're part of the leaf. They're in the leaf. If you look here, it looks like they're wrapped. It looks like the tree bark's wrapped around it. You see that? It's like wrapped around it. Let me get a little closer to the white. Let's see. Obviously, whoever just did a thumbs down is new to the channel. Oh my God, you've got so many issues. Change the channel? Unless you have to turn yourself on and stay here so you yell at all of us. Look at that. Look how that matches. Look at that. Crazy. Look at that. Give me thumbs up. Whoop-de-doo. Look at that. Thanks, guys. It's in there. This is what, for those who are totally lost and are like, what the hell is she talking about? Go watch my other, tapes. What is this? Wait, what is this doing? Oh, no. Okay. And you'll see that this information I've been showing for 11 months. And then you'll see that now 11 months later, this is the best. This is their journey is right in front of us. This is the journey of the Summer Wells missing children. One of the 10 journeys they take, not including the horrific things they do to them prior to this. So here's the thing, anyone that comes in here and gives a thumbs down, I'm talking to you because you obviously know what this process is. And you're scared. and you don't know what to do with yourself. So you're going to go surf channels and do thumbs down to make you feel powerful and make you feel in control. A, you're not powerful. B, no one has control. So have fun with that, but you're not going to get anything from our channel. Our channel doesn't really give a shit because we're here for the children. And anyone that puts thumbs down doesn't give a shit about the children. They don't care. And if you're one here is watching my channel and you don't care, change your fucking channel. Because we don't care. We just don't care. I love it. Okay. In their bushes. They have the little bones throughout their bushes. This was a perfect photo. To me, that could be Summer Moon Wells laying there. Because their very last photos, if you want to believe it or not, they're covered in white. And they have the little silver, those hearts on them. This is what they look like. This is what they look like. This, whatever's happening at this Blackfeet area is very traditional, traditions, and peaceful for them and calming. And they feel as if they're doing what they need to do to fulfill their ancestry and to make their lives a better place. And you know what? I do have the softness for that. I'm not here to judge what they're doing. I'm not here to judge how they're getting there. But what I'm saying is I'm feeling a sense of sadness, and I'm feeling a sense of I want to put my arms around them. You know, that's just kind of the things that I pick up. I'm not one, if I'm feeling anger, I'll say I'm feeling anger from the people, but I'm feeling as if I want to help them. Because I feel as if they're doing this because their choice is to make, in their mindset, the best for the future of the world, because the hardship and whatever they have gone through as a group, they've come together to make the decisions. It's not like all of a sudden something's gone and done and this. They're coming together to survive. And that's what I feel. And that's what I feel. And that's my humanity inside of me. That's my humanity inside of me. Like, I'd prefer to, like, if this is going on, I'm not the authorities. I'm not one to be like, oh, you're busted. I'd be like, for me, as my journey goes, I would more be like, what can I do? What can I do to help you? You know, like, what is it that I could do to support you, understanding that this isn't necessary to get what you need, even though the pain they have is so bad. Does that make sense? I don't know them, but I feel a sense of reaching out. That's what I feel from this. So it's not like I'm looking at it and like I feel a sense of surrender, like surrender to the world, surrender to living, surrender to everything. Surrender to everything. And this is really what the children, the Summer Wells missing children, are trying to tell us in their way. They're trying to tell us this, and that's why I get so angry, and they get so angry when they hear and watch the YouTube people argue and bicker and waste their time instead of like really looking that the people are hurting. Like the people here that are maybe possibly doing something like this, they're hurting. And no one's paying attention. They're getting away with doing it to the children because no one's paying attention to them. And I'm not talking about not paying attention to them because of the children. I mean not paying attention to them at all. And helping people. That's what I feel. That's what I feel from these photos. It's something that we'll never understand. But yet, to me, they're like reaching out. They're giving wood, and they would like to get wood back. That comes through me. So they're giving wood, and they really would like for the world to give back, which no one has done. No one has done. So do not judge me for what I say, and do not say that, yes, it's okay. It's not okay, but there's a deeper reason to the madness. And that deeper reason to the madness, I believe, is why our whole entire world is in the situation we are. And you know what? A lot of law enforcement and a lot of people in those jobs, you know what? They feel the same way. So maybe, you know what? They're saying, what the fuck? They're doing what the fucking they need to survive. We don't know. We don't know. So it's like a very funny thing to be fighting against. Like, are you fighting against who? Parents that are sacrificing people and for the sake of the world, but they believe that that's to be their truth. So I'm very confused in like the whole thing, because we use all this money and tax money and people to go looking for these children. They're not going to be found in the wood. They'll never find them. What we're going to find is the story that's going to be told through the children. What I'm speaking is the story through the eyes of the children. This is their story. It's not about someone getting thrown in jail as much as it is their story. And that's what makes me really sad. Like I could cry. Like I do feel a sense of sadness because I have a sense of understanding. And I get it. I don't get the killing of the kids. That's not what I'm saying. I get the place that they're in. So it's sad. And here I go. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. It's sad. So if people would stop fighting and kind of realize what these kids are trying to tell us, it would be best for the world. But that's why I have to write a book, because it's so much deeper. They're basically saying, we could chop these kids up, do this, and we know that's for the best of the world because whatever you're giving me now sucks. Sucks. So, see the areas I go into, not even knowing it. I believe that will be part of my storybook, because that is the children's understanding that they're speaking for their parents. Here's the heart in the mud. This here, we have seen this many times. He's holding that little computer box, and the computer boxes are lined up behind him in the water. He's connected to that computer, you guys. He's not fishing. That thing is coming out of his neck. And it's connected to the machine. This is what it is. Let me grab a photo. Closer photo. Okay. So I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you see it. Oh my God, that's just... I just love everybody. All right. There you go. Obviously, his head's all messed up, right? But he is connected to whatever machine they have that he has in his hand. Yeah, that's why I have to go to their Homeland Security to get me clearance. Even the sheriff at Salt Lake City couldn't do anything. They wouldn't touch it until I got a letter. So he's holding that machine. Okay. This is the same door we saw before. This just shows something moving in it. I don't know what it is, but it's just a different angle to the same photo. She is looking away, she's standing in the water dressed, and in the far distance are those white things with the maroon, like the boxes with the maroon on them. They're really clear. They're really clear. So this is what I'm talking about, the white sticks, the sticks and the twigs. It's moving somehow through this water, through this process that flows through the water. And yeah, imagine they have her look like she's sitting in one of those things that takes her through the water, right? Because that whole stick she's sitting on is the same. It could be, I guess, like Summer Moon. To me, Summer Moon, she had like that little face in the front, and then she was there, and then she had these hearts following behind her, but she was on wood and on twigs. If you get a closer look at this photo, let me grab it. This lady is basically on the exact same thing. Now we don't know the whole exact process Summer Moon Wells went through, but the Summer that we know was gone before we knew it. She was already gone. All right, so in the front would be the green face, but it's silver. You guys see that? Wait. Let me see what it looks like on here. The front is the silver face that looks just like the green face. I'm going to pull these things up so you could compare it. grab the green face. So when I say green face, right? Let me crop it. Hold on. Okay. Copy. Okay, so the silver face here, forget the color. They change colors. It's like this the same one in green. These are the faces I'm talking about, and it's the same face that shows up with Summer Moon. And there's all the white stuff, and she's on like that silver pole. The silver pole goes all the way through with whatever's on it. And somehow they wrap it with these trees and whatever. She's on it. Look at that. And notice, look under her. There's a long, thin metal strip that have the hearts on them. And then it's wrapped all in that white stuff. It's all the same, you guys. It's just super clear. It's really clear. Look at this one. Now this one looks like one of her little toys, and it actually, Summerwell's little toy, and it actually has a number 5 on the stick. That looks like one of those, what are they called? Those little dogs, the puppy dogs. What dog is that? See the number 5 if you turn it upside down? Look at that. Let me get the photo. I'm grabbing it to get a little closer. Okay. I'm going to grab this stick and show you a little closer. Copy. Let me see how it looks on here. Okay. Looks like a Paw Patrol. That's what it is. It looks like a Paw Patrol. And when you turn it the other way, you do see the 5, right? But this to me represents summer. That's Paw Patrol, you guys. On top. And that's an upside down 5. What do you guys think? You think that's a Paw Patrol? Ooh, we could take another vote. I like this thing. Show your, what is this? Show your support. Nope, wait, close this thing. Let me do a poll. Oh, here we go. Is that Summer Moon's Paw Patrol? What do you think? Look at that. It's very representative of summer. Very. And I just really want to go there, and I do. I want to go there. I want to meet the people, and I want to know. I want to know about the process, and I really want to hear if there's something that could be done to help. To help. That's the 5, upside down. Yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, that's our little Paw Patrol guy. Look at that. 82% yes. So let's say say this is Paw Patrol. Do you think that they would take this seriously? So understand that. Chase on the case. Knowing that this is here and this is real, and this is being shown completely from someone far away from the wells, have nothing to do with the wells, but yet there's the number 5 on a white stick with Paw Patrol on the top. I think that's the Paw Patrol that was missing, because it had that hat. This is the stuff that drives me crazy. I mean, to me, that is, that's, yeah. To me, that Summer Moon Wells is representation, and whatever that is, they believe it's going to bring rebirth. They say rebirth. Whatever rebirth, I don't know what that means. Rebirth. So this is what's coming out of inside these branches. And they're being pulled out. They're really in here. And I'm not really quite sure. I think the fight in this is to have someone explain the story, have someone take responsibility for what this is, and then find a solution to solve it together. That's the only way it's going to stop. Look at the bottom here. Right, we're the one that's right in the middle. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'm going to circle it. That is basically the moral of the story. What you see there is the moral of the story. Everything that I have showed you, everyone that I have shown you, the kids, the adults, whatever it is. Let me move this. Winds up looking like that. Winds up looking like that. Wait, I'm going to circle, so I don't want you guys to miss what I'm saying. This part, oh wait. Okay. I'm circling it. That. So you see it clearly. So all these white things. They're wrapped all over the trees. Okay. This is... the heck? Why don't you see the purple? Wait a minute. I have to do it a different way. Of course I have to do it a different way. Let's see. Duplicate. Save. Okay, there's these little black boxes on it. Now I have to throw this away. Anyways, you see them in there. I'm sure you guys see them. All the white pieces. Just circle it again. Wait. I'm going to circle it again. Because it's basically the most important part. Because this is their purpose. And for some reason, whatever they're picking off of the greens and off of the trees is very, very, very important to them. It's all there, especially the bottom left-hand corner shows it the best. It shows it the best. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. But this is very important. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know where my journey is going to go, but I have a very, very strong pull towards this. Maybe it was part of one of my past lives. I don't know. But I feel a very, very, very intense understanding. When I take it for what it is, obviously I don't pre-plan this shit, but I have a very intense sadness, as if I understand. And that could only come from a different lifetime ago, because this isn't part of my world today. But I have an extreme sadness. It's all I know. It's all I can explain it. Okay. I am now going to play an audio. It's about 16 minutes, but it's an audio that I had 30 days into Summer Wells missing. 30 days into her being missing. It's my audio. It was my phone call. He was okay with me showing it. Or playing it. So I'm going to play an audio that I taped. He is the realtor that works with the Wells.
Yeah, that's for sure. But unfortunately, we're in the last days, according to Revelation.
Nope, not that one. We played that one already. Oh. Okay. Here it is. Okay.
From that
he passed away, but he and Candace Bly, quick pro whatever it is, the property over.
But okay, but when you see that, have you got a copy of that quit claim deed?
No, I don't have a
Okay.
copy of it.
If the person had a copy, somebody had to sign that to get it back to them.
Yeah, I called the realtors, and they just said Candace Bly and William Goad. Gave it over to Donald Wesley Jr.
In the junior.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't have a copy of that deed at the present time. I mean, if you can probably get it if you call the
Probably, yeah.
the assessor's office. Somebody signed that, but that is not. It's Claudia Clydas Trim, and that don't come up to Candace. What's your name? Whatever her name is. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the interviews that is shown up, and there's a lot of holes in her stories. If you
Do you think she's somewhere? Do you personally think she's somewhere in the area? Somewhere? Do you think she's just gone?
I will say this hold on a minute. My personal belief would say this. The odds of Summer still being alive is slim. I will say. Now, I'm looking at spooks and or Spokeo, and there says that there is a William J. Goad, that 74, that resides in Rogersville, and he's related to Karen and Melissa.
Right, and it shows they live at 110 Ben Hill Road.
Now that's a different deal. Well, at the present time, unless they're that is the mother-in-law's name, I don't think it shows that what that. Hold on, the other gentleman, the man that I didn't finish answering your question. The question you asked me, my personal belief is I feel like that there's a very slim chance that this little girl is living. My opinion.
That's how I feel.
My personal opinion is when it comes to when the truth comes out, the mother will have her hands in it.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, and you will find out that I believe that one of the children seen what happened. And if the truth is known, the little girl was never outside. She never was. When she was taken off of the property, probably she was not even alive when she left the property.
Correct.
Their stories have a lot of holes in them. And it just makes and here's another interesting thing, and I've done a little bit of research with this. This lady, her sister, didn't she have a sister that went missing a few years ago also?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Rose
All of that
something?
stuff does not really add up to me. That you're asking. That stuff that just does not add up at all to me.
No.
For a 5-year-old, another thing, why do you take a cute little blonde-headed girl and try to make a boy look out of her?
I
The
know.
mom looks like anything that she sees online or on an interview and all when you see her, she looks like she's doped out of her mind.
Yeah.
Don't it look though? It sort of reveals that. That's opinion though.
Correct.
I mean, she, in opinion, I couldn't swear that or I don't know, but she looks like that. And I guess if you lost a child,
Mm-hmm.
you would be out looking. You probably would, but I will go as far as to say this. And I do not personally know these people at all. Wouldn't know if they walked up here in my office today. But if you have this faith that they feel like that they portray to the media, you will not be filling yourself full of whatever to make that your look like you do on TV, and you will not be, you'll just say, you'll be out there trying your best.
Mm-hmm.
And where they come up with this lady says, I've been running.
Mm-hmm.
Or anybody looks at my picture, they're going to tell you, he didn't run. He's like, that'd be the first lie. They'd ask me, do you jog? I don't jog, I don't run. And I ain't going to run.
Yeah.
Or somebody's after me. But there's too many holes in this story, ma'am. That's just an opinion. I will say, I do feel like that the little girl is within a 20-mile radius of Hawkins County.
Yeah.
If like I said, if I knew, or if I was to be walking a piece of property and seen anything like that I thought was anything, the first thing I'm going to do is call either the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department or the mayor of Hawkins County.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just what I'm going to do. Now, am I going to try? I'm going to try to stay away from any scene or disturbing anything, because I think justice needs to take place for the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something, but that's my opinion. Like I said, all I've got is opinion on.
Yeah.
I did sell the piece of property. We closed on this piece of property with this gentleman. I just had to list them for this family. Excuse me, and the only reason I've sold multiple properties for the family. But I will tell you what, I did find out just by doing a Google search on Claudia S. Trent. It gave a address of Payne Ridge Road in Churchill, Tennessee. Now, where that's at, I just put her name in. And that would be someone that was, excuse me, listed in that done part of the quick claiming of that property.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't, if I had that,
I would think that they've looked into all this, but I don't think so. I don't know. And the only reason I think that this may be of value is maybe someone in the area really knows what happened.
the child knows, the mother knows,
Yeah.
and they probably told that. Now, are they going to come forth? Yeah. It's just going to.
It's just time.
It's going to take time. But here's Claudia Trent, supposed to be 77-year-old. She's got to have the addresses, a current address at 526 West Street, Pleasant Grove, Utah. I think I heard a Utah name. Was it? Utah. Wasn't this man in Utah not long ago?
I think Claudia's from there. I don't know. Or Don is.
No. Wasn't Dawn supposed to be out there working not long ago?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Then there's a 217 Carter's Loop, Carter Valley Loop. In Rogersville, she was there from 2014 to 2020. You can see that this lady, there may be more trail that leading that way. But here's the thing. When you go by the last name of Trent in East Tennessee, it might as well be Smith. That's how common it is. I mean, it is, and they're all 10. I mean,
Yep.
and they're very fertile, and they reproduce the earth. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you could just do that. That's there. I mean, if I had the deeds, I could do that. But see, and I may have not have called the grandmother's name. You may know the grandmother's name.
I think it's
I don't.
Candace also. I don't know.
That sort of.
I think it's also Candace.
It's Candace also.
Yeah, which who knows if that's true or not true, but.
And let's see, she went by Candace.
She went by Candace Rose Bly or something.
And her Candace was. BLY, I think. I'm trying. I do most of this stuff if I'm doing this at home at night.
So you've seen what's going on. They did cover the property behind their house very well.
I was told that they covered and scanned a 4 or 5 square mile area numerous times. Is what one of the reports said. And I think that come off as let's see what. Rose Bly disappeared in 2009 in Wyoming.
So in that back area, are there like water wells that they've gone through,
I can't say if they went through water wells. Here's the thing about water wells. Most of the wells, unless they're old hand dug big wells or cisterns or caves, I seen they're like a 6 or 8 inch pipe. It'd be extremely hard to get a 5-year-old body down one of them. I mean, just in a 6-inch area, that's too small.
Okay.
I knew they were checking ponds, and some report I read said that they had search dogs out there and they lost the scent. They never could pick up the scent, her scent being off of her property.
Right. They said it ended like the end of the
driveway.
Right. So it didn't go behind the house. It ended at the front of the driveway.
Well, ma'am, have you seen a copy of? Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can make this fix this for you.
Okay, one sec.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want me to text it to this phone number?
If you text me this number, I'm going to text you a property map that will show, and hers is the property that they have is in, what is your email address?
Okay, we'll go past that.
Is in the broken line. The 2.9 acres that I put in there, you can see this property, you can see the terrain, you can see it'll have the satellite imagery. You'll
Perfect.
have a 3D vision. You can walk this property on here.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
And like I said, but it would be very hard for anyone
to survive
that
out there.
age.
Yeah.
I mean, it's by the grace of God if she's been out there. Let's see, this is, if I'm not mistaken, she went to the missing the 15th of last month. That's what, 34 days or something?
Yeah, it's long. It's
Long.
It's long. It's a long.
That's funny. I think that's long.
It would be, there's not many adults that can do that in this.
Okay, so this was very important phone call for me to share with you before I play you the audio from today. I talked to Claudia Trent. He gave me information, and her phone number I was able to get. So it was just very coincidental that I found that, because today I was able to talk to her on the phone. It's not long. This phone call just happened. Let me see. This phone call happened about 2 hours ago. 2 hours before, an hour before this. So 2, almost 3 hours ago. So, where is this? She answered the phone. I was shocked that she answered the phone. Let me see if this is it. Yep, that's it. Okay, so I will remove the video. so I could play just the audio while I keep this stuff on. Okay, so this is Claudia Trent. Okay. I am going to start this. Just happened 2 hours ago. I wasn't really prepared for her to even answer. But what I know I will be getting will be a copy of the deed. That was the reason I was calling. Specifically for that reason. All right, I'm going to start playing it. This phone call happened an hour before I went live. Where is just the audio? Claudia. Okay, got it. Close this other stuff out. So this is very new. Listen, as I really wish I didn't cut her off. I wasn't prepared in a sense, but I want you to listen to her timeline of when she said that summer was already gone. This phone call just happened. they don't listen. So, okay. Thank you for answering. If you could just state your name.
Clyda Trent.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So whatever information you could. I was asking her permission so I could use this tonight. I asked her permission before I did that. That's why. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm asking permission. I don't think anyone's going to do anything with it anyways. And that's what we were laughing about. It would be wonderful on the Wells case.
Okay. Karen Goad, Donnie's mother, was my good friend.
Okay.
And before she passed away, she wanted to deed her property over to me because I was going to be the executor of her will.
Okay.
And so she did that. And then at a future date, I don't know how many years went by, I thought it wise to just deed it over to Donnie Wells because he was living there, you know.
Correct. How far back does it go to their ownership of the property?
Oh, Donnie's?
Yes.
Oh.
Starting with the first owner before it was deeded over. Is it within the family, the property?
Well, Karen Goad bought it from somebody up in Kingsport a long time ago. And then she did it to me, and then I eventually deeded it to Donnie.
Gotcha. And what's your affiliation with Don in Utah?
Is he in Utah? I thought he was still out in Tennessee.
No, he's in jail right now, but he's in Tennessee, but I do know that Utah is another place that he tends to go often.
Yes, his dad lives up north of where I live.
Okay. And you're in Utah?
Yes, but I used to live about 30 or 40 minutes from him.
Okay. And then I also see that you lived at one time at 110 Ben Hill Road.
No, that's Donnie's address, 110 Ben Hill Road.
Okay, it says...
There.
Then maybe it's because you were the real estate associated through the real estate company, maybe?
I don't know. But, my name was on the deed for several years.
Okay. And, I don't know, do you have any thoughts or anything you'd like to share about the Summer Wells case?
It's just tragic because they don't know how their daughter's doing, or if she's dead or alive, or here or there. You know, that would, being a mother, that just drive me wild.
Are you in contact at all with Candace or Grandis? Candace.
I haven't been for probably, I think the last time we were in contact maybe was when I was out there last end of December.
Mm-hmm. So you were there the end of December. How was the family then?
When did the kids get taken away? About that time?
No, in June. They were taken away in July. June 15th, Summer went missing, and then they took the children as well.
Yes, actually, I was out there then, and
Okay, this is the part that really needs concentration, because I feel as if this could go really much deeper, because first she says she hasn't been out there since December 21st. And then she says she was out there right before the kids were taken. Listen real closely to the timeline, you guys. It's all wrong. They took the children as well.
yes, actually, I was out there then, and the DCS, is that right?
Yes.
Department of Children's Services. Let's see. I called Donnie because me and my friend wanted to visit them, and so we did. Well, he said, I said, I can come out Wednesday or Thursday. Which one is best for you? He said, well, DCS is coming Wednesday about 6:30, and come then. I said, oh no, I'll just come, Thursday. He said, well, I'm tied up Thursday. Please come Wednesday. So we ended up housing the kids that first night after they left.
The first night after the... Do you understand that makes no sense? I'm trying to figure this out. Listen.
Housing the kids that first night after they left.
The first night after the... You mean after DCFS took the kids?
Yes, did not have a place to put them. They didn't have a holding place. It was school or something down in Rogersville. So they asked us if they could come and stay there over in Churchill.
Oh, wow. At that time, Summer was already gone.
Yes.
So she was there. Summer was already gone. And she's actually saying she was there the day that she went missing. Makes no sense. Were you there when Summer went gone? Because they were gone the day they were supposed to get picked up.
No, she was already gone. Yeah, she was gone.
See? This is a problem. I have a problem with this.
Something down in Rogersville. So they asked us if they could come and stay there over in Churchill.
Oh, wow. At that time, Summer was already gone.
Yes.
So were you there when Summer went gone? Because they were gone the day they were supposed to get picked up.
No, she was already gone. Yeah, she was gone. And
No, DCFS was supposed to come
Wednesday.
the night, correct. And then she was gone on that 15th, the day before. So.
No, wait a minute. There's something messed up about that.
You think?
The kids, were taken after Summer.
Correct. Oh, yes, the boys were taken after.
But I noticed that, and I told DCS, I've been, playing with the boys, entertaining.
She totally won't answer the question. She's avoiding it. Now she's going to a safe place.
They're interviewing the parents. And the three boys were very nice. They acted like boys, and they knocked around a little bit. But they weren't mean to each other, and they didn't yell curse words, and they were just nice kids. It's so sad.
How was Summer?
I didn't see her. Remember?
When you knew and saw her before do you have anything to share about the way Summer is or was?
Well, it might have been, how old was she when she was taken?
5.
Yeah, I think I saw her last when she was 3 or 4. And she was really a happy child.
Anything about her you'd like to share? Because most of my listeners and most people that follow this case really don't know her and have never seen her. Only thing we know about her is through social media.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to hear someone's words.
And she loved to dance, and she loved her daddy. And, of course she loved her mother, but, she's, that daddy-daughter thing where they wrap their daddy around their little finger, that expression.
Yeah. What do you personally feel happened to Summer?
I am stumped, just like everybody else. I've heard rumors of ugly stuff, and, I don't know. Just don't know.
I know. No one knows except for the person who knows. Oh, no one knows except for the person who knows.
Yes.
And I believe that's Candace.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of human trafficking in Morristown, someone.
Yeah.
My friend just on the phone, because I'd already come back from Utah, that her granddaughter almost got taken. She got off the bus at home, and 2 people, or I don't know, a car came up and was about to grab her, but she ran away, and her mother ran toward her, and then they took off in the car. That's how
fast it happens.
Pardon?
Happens in a second.
Yes.
It happens in a second.
Told another one got stolen in Morristown out of her backyard. But she screamed and yelled and kicked and everything. And about two miles down the road, they let her out.
Wow.
So she was a wildcat, and thankfully so.
That's great. We're in Utah. I'm investigating the Arden Pepion case, which is in Blackfoot Reservation area in Utah. Are you anywhere near there?
I don't think so. I don't know where it is.
It's by Yellowstone Park area.
Oh, up near Idaho or something?
Right by the border of Alberta and Canada.
Oh, wow. No,
It's far.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's far. So, when you spent time with Don in Utah, was he was there working a job, I believe. That's what we were told.
Yes. Yeah, he's a expert sheetrocker. What's he in jail for?
Don?
Yeah.
I think that the original arrest was he got a DUI while he was, I don't know, something. I don't really remember, but it wasn't for anything that had to do with Summer.
Yeah, he said he lost it,
Yeah.
Just got too much on him. I saw that program with Dr. Phil.
You see, she said he lost it. She's in contact with him. The last time she saw and talked to him wasn't in last December.
But I found out it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
I was a little disappointed in that show, but you know,
Yep.
not much.
I've never heard of corn, what do they call it? The corn mafia?
No, me
Corn
neither.
breed?
No,
Yeah,
no.
but then I'm not around drugs and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. Like, that's not a term that I would know. Um, yeah, that's not a term I would know. So you've known the Wells quite a long time.
Yes.
And does this surprise you that this is what's happened? And considering that Candace also lost her sister and they never found her, I'm sure you've been asked that question.
I didn't know about that.
Her sister's been gone for 11 years. She was just. You didn't know that Candace's sister was just gone?
No.
Wow. Yeah, so it's a second family member that's just gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was that down in Alabama or where?
Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Okay, that makes,
Yeah, so that's far away from you. Is there anything else that you could share that would just make a difference, and something maybe how you feel, mostly about your feelings with the family and the kids?
No, it's just tragic, the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate that you picked the phone up, and now you have my number. Okay. So it's a little rocky. The interview is a little rocky. You guys could re-listen to it. She's about 77 years old. I could tell just by listening when it went into script and when she just talked. She sounds like she really gave a lot of information, especially when she said that they tried to take another one of them from her backyard. The way that she put that together is in a way that I would check out that backyard, because she made it sound as if then they tried to take another one. Another one? What do you mean another one? Who? What? Another what? Like another what? Let me see if I could hear that part again. Wait.
And she loved to dance, about that.
Yeah, it's far. Second.
Yeah. I didn't see her. Remember? Yeah.
It's always.
Because I'd already come back from Utah.
Investigating. Yeah. Well, you guys could go re-listen. You'll hear her stumble over when she really saw them, because she made it sound as if she was there when Summer was gone. She probably doesn't really understand that I would know the dates, right? And then the other thing is that she talked to Don before he went into jail, because he said he's losing it. It came out of her words, right? Oh yeah, this is all copyrighted. I mean, it was my interview, so they can't just. This is my interview. They could do little bits and pieces, but it's a pretty big interview. Because to me, she's an. I'll get a hold of her again. To me, she's a main player. A main player. And it sounded as if the kids went down to her house. That's right behind Don's house. Okay. Okay, so this here, Muffin Top, thank you. This is a copyright on my interview. Trust me, my girls will know. She's got to send them back here to listen to it, and I will give strike to any of those three. The two of them were one-on-one interviews. Don's is just showing you the purpose of what he's doing and why. So please understand that. All right. You guys, another day, another dollar. Well, that was a good one. That was a good one. And a lot of times I don't know what's going to come out of this, right? Hopefully you'll all subscribe and member. You could become a member by supporting. You could go to info, what is it? Info, no. Info at, yeah, maybe that is my PayPal. Info WCIA Network is my PayPal. If anyone, I thank you. I am getting some donations here and there, and it's wonderful. And thank you so much, because I definitely would like to make it to you, to Montana. And you could go to my website as well. What a great group I have here. What a great group. Oh my God. All right, you guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here. And God bless you. Thank you. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night, guys.